WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
I press decline and you keep calling me. Give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a mill and you just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the it you give now. Please don't back down on me. You've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm not trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying, need all my love, it's never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That ease, that ease, that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm trying to get that ease, need it. That ease. Put your pride aside for me. Put it aside, put it aside, put it aside, put it aside, put it aside. Put your pride aside, put it aside, on me. Put your pride aside for me.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. I go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, with your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? When you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing it when you be
Testing 1 2 1 2. All right, all right. Wow. We are here, guys. You guys together.
Finally.
Listen, we are so excited.
Yes,
I
we
just
are.
have to say that we've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah. No, a long time, really. We, life happens. So there's been some things that have kind of occurred from the time we got ready to first start launching in August, and we had to switch up the date a few times.
Yeah.
So you guys have seen this promoted, needless to say, many times over. And
Thanks for your patience.
yes, thanks for your patience.
And your love. And your prayers.
And understanding.
And
Right.
understanding.
And we're just glad December 5th was a solid for us. We are here. And we are super excited.
Happy
to just
holidays.
share. Yes,
Happy
happy holidays
holidays.
to everybody. Peace, blessings, greetings, love to everybody and their families out there. Thank you all so much for tuning in and supporting Turn Up Life.
Turn up, turn up.
Turn up.
So what I want to do this show, this is our first, show, of course, and so we really just want to go into what Turn Up Life is about. I want to introduce the co-hosts here and some of the things that we'll be sharing with you guys, these upcoming segments. So these next shows to come, we've got quite a bit in store for you guys. So Turn Up Life, let me give a little backstory first. I developed Turn Up Life as a web series about 6-7 years ago. Yes. Yeah.
And a radio show.
Yeah, and we had a radio show at the time. Kendra and I were actually classmates, and both of us were studying communications, media, theater, radio, television at Chicago State University. And
At the Chicago State University.
Chicago
State University.
Shout out Baba Quasi.
Yes.
WCSU.
Yes, this one here is still radio host, so we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so it started off, it was just a thought that matured and developed in my mind to a web series and radio show, and just wanted to continue and still do something with it. At that time, turn up was the phrase. So I remember us being in school and college, and that was the new thing to say, turn up.
Turn up, turn up. Who's going going through college, I'm going to turn up.
Right.
We was turned up too, wasn't we?
Man, but, I wanted to flip it. So I was like, everything was turn up in terms of partying and drinking and all that stuff, and that's not what we were on. You know what I mean? And so I thought about turning up, not in terms of just enjoying life or enjoying life in terms of a party, but enjoying your life, turning up your life, improving your life, improving yourself.
Taking your life to the next level.
Taking your life to the next level, yeah, really. And it was like, let me flip that. Let's go with turn up life. So, and we all know that we need to turn up life in our communities right now, as well as our own lives, just with everything that we do. So that's where everything started. We filmed about 3 or 4, shows at that time, and they're on YouTube. At that time, Kendra was my co-host.
Yeah.
And,
days.
the good old days at Chicago State University. So, but we loved it. And then, life happened, different things happened. We both graduated, and I just shelved it for a while. And so then, of course, with COVID, and I'm looking at all the people coming out with podcasts, this, that, and the other. And, you're trying to get into the whole swing of things with that because, of course, it's something that's new. So I'm like, okay, let me kind of watch this and see how this is going, if this is something that, a different twist, that we could do with Turn Up Life. So finally, we're here. It's a podcast, and I'm really excited about it. Excited more so than anything just to share valuable information with you guys. That's really what Turn Up Life is about, sharing valuable information with anybody and everybody. But, of course, for me, our community is really in need of a lot of information. Yes. I think, you can't really turn up life and take things that you do to the next level with anything unless you have information on how to do that. Exactly. So if I want to better my skincare regimen, for instance, and this is our skincare enthusiast here, Miss Nafisha, But if I want to do that, unless I receive information on how to do that, then I really can't take that to the next level. Right. So maybe I'm still dealing with skin issues, whether it's pimples, blackheads, dark spots, whatever it is. Until I get that information, I can't improve on that. So for me, everything that we do in life, in order for you to take it to the next level, you've got to have the information first. So that's really what Turn Up Life is about. Elevating yourself, which is improving yourself, all day, leveling up, yes, turn up, hey. So yes, improving yourself, elevating yourself, also celebrating yourself, celebrating who you are, feeling good about you, loving yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself, and just celebrating, who you are. That is important. I think that all of us have to be comfortable in our own skin, with who we are, and feel great about that. And a lot of times people battle with that, so we want to inspire that with this show for you to, be bold. Be bold with who you are. Be bold with being you. Feel great about being you. Yes. So it's elevating you, it is celebrating you, and it's also uplifting our community, So, of course, we can't uplift the community unless we're together. So it starts with self first.
That's right. This is for us, too, you guys.
Yes. And we're learning from each other as we're going through this, as we are presenting this information with you guys. We're sharing information with one another, and in our research, of course, as we prep for shows and get ready to give that information and share that information with you guys, we're learning ourselves. So it's a great venture. I'm really excited about it. I hope you ladies are excited as well.
I am so excited. I'm about to burst.
Absolutely.
Doing it together.
Doing it together. So we'll go, let's see. Let me go from talking about the show to introducing you guys to these amazing, beautiful ladies. Hear me. I've worked with all 3 of them and have known them for a while, and just really excited about working with them because their spirit, each of them have just amazing spirits. They really do. The energy's off the chain. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do something together because we all really gel really well together. So, it just was a thought that came to mind a while back. How can we work together, and when? And I knew at some point in time we would all, all get together. I've been throwing the seeds out there for a while.
Yeah.
And we've been catching them.
Okay, we with you, sis.
Yeah. So we've got different segments, and I call them segments because I'm used to kind of, sectioning things off when it comes to shows. A lot of, podcasts there a lot of talk. So some stuff will be off the cuff, but at the same time, we'll have different segments that we're going to present to you guys. So one of those segments will be Loving Me. Loving me, taking care of me. It's self-care. Self-care meaning grooming, tips for men and women, and that part of the show, Miss Nafisha Miller will co-host with me. She is a skincare enthusiast. She has her own shop. I'll let her talk about that and where she's located. She has her own skincare line. She's a makeup artist. She's also into theater and acting and singing.
Yeah, you sing, sis.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore, but yes, I still do.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a singer.
You know what?
It ain't too late. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
Go ahead. Let's see.
Sis don't want me.
The mic is already ready and set.
Right.
When maybe we'll have some singing lessons one day.
Okay.
I wouldn't dare.
Okay.
My Facebook family know I can't sing.
Like that is not my ministry.
That is not my ministry.
Right, we stay in our lanes. I understand.
But I sing in the shower very well.
Yeah, I know that's right. That's your relaxing time.
That's
so.
it. That's my space.
Like that recent commercial with Shaquille O'Neal. He's singing in the shower, and then after he gets out the shower, he's like, whatever he sings.
Sounds horrible.
Whoever see that commercial is hilarious. I'm
Yeah.
like,
He's hilarious.
That is the truth. The acoustics definitely give our voices justice.
Yes.
So she's also a mother,
Yes.
a wife, and as a matter of fact, her husband also has a business. He has a barbershop, and he deals with grooming with men, and we're going to have him on as a guest. I'm really excited about that, too, so we can share some information with the men. I know you guys see a bunch of ladies up here, right?
We have some for the men, too, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah, what's you saying, Fish? Don't waste the pretty. Yeah. Don't waste
Never
the
waste
pretty.
the pretty.
Don't waste the handsome.
Don't
Never
waste the handsome.
Yeah.
That's right. Because men need that love and pampering too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. Just as much.
So this, our segment, we're really excited about, sharing skincare information. We're going to touch nail care, hair care, again, grooming tips for men and for women. So a lot of information in that segment would just, self-care. As a matter of fact, one of our first segments will just be breaking down the different types of skin so that you can start to learn for yourself, what type of skin do I have?
Right.
You want to share with them what are some different, categories in terms of the skin, the oily.
Exactly. Your dry skin, of course, you have your rosacea skin, skin with, the skin challenges, skin that is oily, of course. So everyone has different skin types. When I work with my clients, I often if I'm working with clients for the first time, of course, I always do a skin analysis. And I do skin consultations to determine your skin type. So that way we're using the proper products that will be good for your skin type. So it's important for everyone to be aware of their skin type so that they're using the right products that help to maybe resolve some of the issues if you're experiencing any kind of skin challenges, or if you're not dealing with them, how to keep a steady regimen so that your skin stays intact and beautiful and glowing and flawless. Of course, we all want to have beautiful glowing skin as we age, and especially as we're in the harsh winter months. If you're a person that lives in a cold weather climate like we do here in Illinois, it is important to make sure you change and use products that are good for that seasonal change. So it's just important to know. The more you know, the more you grow, of course. And so I like to educate my clients and just anyone who's interested in learning more about how to better care for their skin all year round for every season based on your skin type, and just continue to live your very best skin life, right? We want to level up our skin life. I love that. So it's important to know that. So if you're interested in learning more, of course, I'm going to be here to share all those different types of that information with you. Okay?
And you mentioned aging, and I think that's something that we don't think enough about it. Even for those of us that know our skin types, we think about, okay, well, I know I may need to moisturize more or less or whatever. I know that. But in terms of the aging, what should I do differently based on me, gaining a few more years?
Right. And I'm big on I'm also very big on, I tell my clients also, if they're using a certain regimen, if they're using a skincare regimen that's been working for them, I'm really big on, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's kind of a cliche saying, but if it's been working for you and your skin is in its best health ever, if you're experiencing no challenges or anything like that, stick to what's working for you. Yeah. But if you have not been, I have a lot of clients that say, I just use water and a towel, and
Vaseline.
Vaseline or shea butter, and their skin looks amazing. I'm like, okay, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, but yes, I definitely have the remedies. I have my own skincare line, and the products that I've curated are amazing. Yes. So I have something for all skin types, and they're all vegan, gluten-free, sulfate-free, talc-free, eco-friendly. Paraben-free. All those
tested
things
on animals.
Yes, exactly. All of them are amazing. They're amazing, and I've used them on every age group, including men. My husband's been a tester, and great results in the aftermath. So yes, I have them here. I have a few of them here.
So you know what? Go ahead and talk about that. What's the name of your product line?
So I have created a brand named after myself.
Yes.
What a beautiful name.
Thank you. And Nifisha Sarah Skincare is the brand. And that's the product line that I have created. And it came about last year in 2020. We experienced this unfortunate, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
When we experienced the unfortunate shutdown of non-essential businesses, which I'm included in that equation. Non-essential was the skincare, anything that pertained to beauty, barbering, hairstylists, all those, that industry, the beauty industry overall.
Yes.
We were included in that non-essential business, unfortunately. So we were shut down immediately after. For me, I had just started my new business. I opened up a new business in 2019, and I decided to take the leap and just fully go into it full time. And so as a result of the shutdown that happened shortly after me opening up my studio business, I decided I wanted to create something that my clients can do at home. Because, of course, if you can't come in for your treatments and your regular skincare, facials and things like that, you have to keep up your regimen, right? So I'm very, very big on that. I encourage my clients to take care of their skin at home. So I created my skincare line, the Nifisha Sarah Skincare line, which I swear by. Absolutely love the products. I have a 5-step collection that includes an oil cleanser. I also have a face scrub. I don't have that with me. Yes, an exfoliating face scrub. It's important to exfoliate your skin at least 2 times a week at a minimum, depending on your skin, of course. And then I also have a charcoal mask, which the charcoal mask is a detoxing charcoal mask, and it's really good because it pulls out all those impurities and environmental toxins, which we all develop every single day. When you're outside, of course, your skin is, taking in all that stuff from the outside. So it's good to detox your skin at least twice a week as well. So I have a charcoal mask. It's a detoxifying mask. And then lastly, not lastly, I have 2 others, but what I have here with me is the detox night cream. At nighttime, it's important to create a regimen every single night. Take off the makeup, which the oil cleanser is going to remove all the makeup, and it's also pulling out all the impurities. And then thereafter, you will detoxify the skin with a mask / a scrub, whichever you're doing, because you have to alternate the days you're doing both. And then you finish it off with the detox nightwear cream, which you can wear every single night. So it's a really, really healthy regimen. I use my products. My 15-year-old daughter, who just turned 15, by the way, she uses the products. Like I said, I have senior citizens in their 70s, 80s that use the products, and the products work extremely well. So, yes, and they're now being sold at Jenny Beauty and Wig. I was fortunate to not only have them.
Give it up, audience.
Yes. Awesome. Yes, I built a really great relationship to have my brand now being sold in one of the busiest beauty supplies in the south suburbs in Homewood, Illinois at Jenny Beauty and Wig. So you can find my products there, and then also have a website as well, which I will give that to you all later because I'm still working on the ordering online part on that, but it's NifishaSarahSkincare.com. So yes, that is it.
Amazing.
Amazing. Congratulations.
So proud of you.
And I love the little mini commercial. Nafisha Sarah.
Right.
Like you have a spa, you ready for everyone to just come in.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
That's your next step.
And so
Yes,
your business.
Yes,
Give
I do have
everybody
So I do have a studio business. I'm located downtown Flossmoor, Illinois. Yes, it's actually a studio space, but eventually I will have a big storefront.
Yeah.
I'm working on that, but taking baby steps after 2020.
Yeah.
But yes, I do service clients outside of my studio space in Homewood, Illinois, or Flossmoor. I'm sorry, and that's downtown Flossmoor. Information to be provided upon scheduling with me. Yes.
Okay. Good stuff. So excited about just receiving all this information because I know personally, I'm pretty good with my skincare regimen, but definitely tips on aging, tips on, removing, makeup. I think we all have kind of our own method, our own method with removing makeup, but I'm sure I can, get some valuable information
Sometimes we
from
just
you.
use the pillow.
Yeah.
Not the pillow. I can't.
Right.
One of them nights.
To do better on that, So yeah. So that's our Loving Me segment that we'll be presenting to you guys. And so you guys definitely support Nafisha Sarah's products.
Yes.
And we're working on, just so you guys know too, a website. So it'll be turnuplife.life. Talking my mic. Okay, gotcha. So we're working on that as well. And as soon as that is launched, definitely we'll let you know, because on the website you'll be able to, just kind of scroll through and check out all the tips that we've, shared with you from different episodes and things that are, to come with Turn Up Life. We've got quite a bit planned other than this podcast. So this is a start for us, but definitely we're looking forward to launching that website too, where you guys will have the information at hand. In the meantime, we are on What's in It for the Black People Media. And again, just a little, just to kind of recap, once I thought about Turn Up Life as a podcast, it was like, okay, well, how do I launch that? When, how, through what streaming mechanism, all that. So I'm looking, I'm researching, I'm watching everybody, seeing how they're doing it, And for some reason, I saw What's in It for the Black People Media when I was on Facebook one time. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know what it was about. I loved the name.
Absolutely.
And I was just like, wait a minute. Because
one of the
again,
questions we always ask.
yes. I mean, it was just like so pertinent. And again, it went to what I was feeling in terms of giving this information to our community. Of course, it's for everybody. So information is information. It's valuable for everybody. Right. But again, a lot of times our community doesn't receive, the information, valuable information a lot of times that other communities do. And now, not to say that we don't have access to it. The phone is information highway. Yeah. It really is, but unfortunately, we use the phone a lot of times for the wrong things, and we are, I won't say the wrong things, but we stay on, the social end. Everything is social media and posting pictures and all that is cute, but what the internet was actually designed for was to be, information highway. No longer do you have to do kind of what we did back in yesteryear, go to the library, get a library card, take out your books, return it, that whole process, which was, a lot. And now we really don't have to do that now. It's there, so the information's there, but again, that hasn't been what we've been used to doing. So people don't have those kind of habits. Okay, I have this question, let me Google it. People are still really not doing that. So just glad to be able to present, this information to you guys. So Loving Me, that's the segment with Nafisha Miller. And then the next segment will be Loving My Space.
Oh, yeah.
What is loving my space?
Oh, wow.
So you've got your space is, of course, right around you, your home, your apartment, that type of space, the physical space, but also your mental space.
Yes,
absolutely.
We really want to get into that because, unfortunately, a lot of people are suffering right now with mental issues, and the suicide rate is up, and that it's just so unfortunate, but people battle with a lot more mentally than we think.
Yes.
You know, a lot of it just goes, you know, it's not spoken of. It's, you know, and it takes a long time to kind of uncover. You know, normally we see people, you know, they've gone to the drastic end of things before we recognize, okay, I didn't know they were dealing with this or that, you know. So we want to just kind of give you some information on how to balance yourself, how to handle stress, because everybody deals with stress. That's just an everyday thing. I don't care if everything.
No one's exempt.
Yes. I don't care
try
if
to be.
everything in your life is going smooth. You can deal with stress just in a traffic jam one morning. You know what I mean? So it's just an everyday thing, and it's like, okay, how to handle things, how to handle stressful situations to keep your mental constantly at peace and balanced. And so with me on that segment will be Miss Kendra Lewis. And just to give you guys a little bit on Miss Kendra, and I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but again, we went to Chicago State together.
The Chicago State.
The Chicago
Chicago
State.
State University.
Chicago State, but I the.
Right.
And Kendra is a wife, she's a mother, she's a grandmother. She is a radio host for WCSU, iHeart radio station.
Love songs.
Yeah, love songs, yes. She's in theater, wonderful actress, and she's got so many talents, really, she does. So excited
My
about...
mom used to tell me, get somewhere and sit down.
Oh, I've heard that too many times.
Yeah, I know you have.
Do you? I can't with that one, but
We're dead, okay? That's not happening anytime soon.
Right.
We'll sit down, we're dead.
I know, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So
Something wrong when I'm sitting down quiet and not doing anything. Just give me a call. Check on me, okay?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like it's not happening anytime
It's
soon.
not.
That's right.
No. That's
So-
what keeps me going.
That segment, I know we've discussed some things that we're going to
yeah.
offer with that segment, but everything from in the, you know, dealing with the mental aspect of it, meditation, prayer,
Exactly.
you know, silence.
Yes.
I really want, I can't wait for us to have the segment where we're just talking about those three things. Silence is so important.
Oh my goodness. I love silence.
Yeah, yeah. And I think the older I get, the more I value silence. Like I hardly ever have noise going on around me. In my day,
You're so
maybe
fortunate.
10%.
You're so fortunate.
You know what I mean? No, really, I don't want to hear the radio. I don't want to hear the
TV.
computer, the TV. I don't want to hear all of that because that's someone else's thought. I cannot, you know, elevate and nurture the God in me
Yeah.
if I'm
Taking on
constantly
everybody
listening to
else's.
everybody else's energy or their opinion or their thought.
Right.
And I don't think people realize how important that is. Like
Yes.
some people get up and they turn on the TV, or say some people have the TV going on all night. You know what I mean?
It's
They
going
go to
on
sleep.
all night.
Yeah, yeah. You know, so just all those noise factors.
And then you dream about what's going on in
Oh, absolutely.
the TV world.
Yeah. So the TV, the phone, you know, buzzing, that's a whole nother, you know, subject matter that we're going to tackle. And I'll just throw it out there. So maybe you guys can watch this before we have this show. But there is a movie called Social Dilemma that I think everybody should watch.
Oh, very good.
You know, and just breaking down, you know, the internet and social media and just, you know, where we're at with all of that, what it really was designed for. Again, the information highway. It was designed to benefit us, but it's kind of, you know, flipped, and it's not really doing that now. Yeah. So there's so much information in that movie that you can gain before we even get into our talks about it on the show. But again, balancing your mental, you know, that is very important. And then the other part of the show, you know, loving my space in terms of
Yes.
our homes.
Yes.
Yeah, apartment, whatever you have.
Yeah. In your car.
Your car.
Yes.
Yeah, keeping your car clean and
Yeah.
organized.
That's a hard one right there.
Isn't that a hard one?
Yeah.
Especially if you're a mom, a grandmother, or an entrepreneur,
wow.
you know, a businesswoman. A lot of times you just you keep things in your car for convenience, so you won't have to keep reloading it, you know, up. But then that becomes, you know, like the catch-all space.
Oh, yeah. I just put it over there.
Right.
Yeah, just throw it in the back seat. Oh, sorry, baby.
Right.
You gotta keep your car clean, though.
Yes. We'll be discussing, getting yourself organized and loving your space and loving where you live.
Yeah.
Loving where you live, whether, like you said, in your car, in your homes, outside, in your garden, or whatever. But how are we to, declutter, when we're so overwhelmed? We're so overwhelmed and situations just getting out of control. So it's just time to get organized, you guys. It's time to get yourself organized. But don't worry, I'm going to be dishing out some KLC, Kendra Luv N Care, with some tips. With some tips on how to declutter, about your life so you can feel good about your life and where you live.
Yes. And that organization, like you mentioned, Kendra, is everything.
It's everything.
When you're organized, you can think clearer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, and I know some people actually deal well with kind of a chaotic space. Some people actually function.
Saying, yeah.
Oh, you mean like they know where their stuff is?
Right, they know where their
It's an organized, it's a disorderly mess, but they know where to find everything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I remember one of my favorite movies, Tommy Boy, from back in the day. It's old school. Y'all don't judge me.
I'm like, I'm just not a TV person.
Well, I am a movie person though, but so this was one of my favorite little, funny films. But the lady that was working, their secretary in the office, she had that disorderly office, but she knew where everything was. So it was like, don't go in her office and touch anything. Don't come in there trying to clean and trying to, or she knows where it is. I don't blame her. And if somebody, so that was interesting. But again, I would have to say just, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you can function, but I don't think you're at your best until things are organized and a little more ordered.
Even though that's their order and that's how they function, but but it doesn't, for you, like you're saying, it's not necessarily the way to go. Like, you can't live, because I guess that also develops hoarder kind of mentality.
Right, it does. Right.
Yeah, and they have like a maze. The way they live, it's like a maze. Yeah. But they know how to find everything.
Yes,
in that crazy hoarded space of disorder. And
that's one show I do watch.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
it's horrible.
Yeah.
But again, like you say, even though people can function that way, this show is all about
illness.
It is.
It's an illness.
It is.
There you go.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So even though people can function in that space,
It's
you can
still,
function in a whole lot of disorder or things that are not balanced as they should be, but it doesn't mean that you're at your best with
right. No, I'm with you.
So that's my point.
I'm
it's
with
just
you.
This is about turning up your life, elevating everything you do. So if order or organization will help you more, which I think everybody can just benefit from that.
Very true.
Why not? As a matter of fact, I was looking at a program and it was just talking about mainly from the Asian culture, just how they don't have a lot, even in their home space.
Okay.
Everything is minimal. It's a minimalistic, lifestyle. And with that, now you're able to just focus more. You don't have little trinkets. We're good for having little trinkets in the house. We got a shelf with this, that, and the other. It's just a whole lot of stuff in the house,
Yes.
But again, all that, whether it's noise, whether it's stuff around you, all of that still absorbed in your mental.
That's very true.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. For me, I'm a creator, so all of that's important for me because I'm able to create more when I'm, having my own thoughts, and I'm able to have those thoughts when it's not cluttered with everything else.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely.
I'm fully aware of how that feels, and I agree wholeheartedly.
So we're going to touch on that, guys. Definitely, just our space plants. We talked about that, the importance of, plants in your space and beautifying your home. We'll have tips on cleaning, which I
we can help each other because I just had the new move.
Oh, I know, right? Yes, yes. Congratulations! She just bought her home, bought a new home.
Yes, awesome. It's a blessing. It is a blessing.
And she's a wonderful decorator. I saw the pictures with the tree and all your decorations for the holidays. So
I love it. I love it. That's creating my space.
Yeah. So and again, making your space your own.
Yes.
It doesn't. It's not about what somebody else likes. It's about you.
Right. Your home has to speak to who you are.
That's it.
It's exactly
That's it.
Yeah. So we've got loving me. We've got loving my space. Again, everything starts with self first. We're going to have information and tips about fitness and health. which actually I'm going to go over a couple of things that I have here with me today regarding health, before we get up out of here. But fitness, health, money, management, and credit building tips. So those are all segments that we're definitely going to, share valuable information with you guys on. And also, in addition to that, my co-host for another segment that we'll feature is called The Uplift, and it's about uplifting the community. And before I go further in even describing that, I do want to say it's in honor of Mr. Kwesi Ronald Harris, who passed.
Bro,
yes, rest in power. Yes. He was at the Chicago State University with us.
He actually coined that.
Yeah, he did.
In a meeting one time, we were all sitting there, and he said, "We're not going to say Chicago State. We're going to say the Chicago State University." Got to bring his spirit back.
Yes, but he was a wonderful brother.
Absolutely.
He was over the African American Male Resource Center at Chicago State, and he did a lot of tutoring and mentoring with the young black males in particular at the college to make sure that the retention rate was good for the colleges for young black men. And the uplift came as a result of a radio show that I had at the time, and I brought him in on the show with me to help co-host so that we could just present a segment talking about Black history, which, both of us had lengthy discussions just about how there was a disconnect, to a large degree with the youth and, the older generations, just because they didn't really know, or they don't really know a lot about who they are and their history. So we decided to incorporate that in the radio show. And we had a segment where we literally, just gave facts about, Black history and Blacks that were accomplishing and doing great things, and sharing that on the radio show. So yeah, the uplift was the brainchild of that. So I definitely wanted to name this segment that, The Uplift. And my co-host for that part of the show will be Sister Africa.
Sister, the one and only Africa.
Don't do that.
And just powerful sister, Grammy-winning filmmaker, first and foremost. We gotta just really give big props for that, because that's major. That is major. She's got a beautiful heart. She's known in the community because she definitely advocates.
I just want to just relish in all this.
She advocates and helps in so many situations dealing with injustice and different issues that are going on in the community. The community knows her. They love her. She also has her own company. She is a PR specialist in media. So, yeah, she's been doing her thing for a long while. So we're going to have you tell them about your movie, what the name of the film is. So if you guys haven't seen it, you can check it out.
Absolutely, and thank you. And let me just say that we've got a lot of people tuning in, so shout out to everybody tuning in.
Thank you.
And I think we have a real nice connection right now, too. This energy is so awesome. There's a Black-owned beauty supply solo, and Sister Nidra wants to meet you, Miss Fisher, to see about your products coming in her store.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks to Tiger Lily.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Tiger Lily is making this happen live right now.
Oh, wow.
That's what this
what
is
it's
all about.
Yes, it is. Thank
Oh,
you,
my
Tiger
goodness.
Lily. I will be reaching out to you. Thank you for that.
She's a part of what's in it for the Black people family.
Oh,
This is
I love
awesome.
that. Yes, it is
Yes.
awesome. Thank
Yes.
you.
And what a vision to have Sister Aziza to create the platform for us to come together like this.
Praise be to God.
Yes.
Praise be to God.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. No, it's so sweet. I know, this is so sweet.
Okay, listen, don't get us to crying on this show. Listen,
Right.
because we've been sisters since way back.
Yes.
We really have.
Yes.
What is the I'm losing my train of thought. Where we all work together.
Was it with
UBM.
Maddie? UBM?
UBM, yes.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we actually
Yes.
work together at Urban Broadcast Media.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Finn. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
yeah, rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dr. Who was,
Dr. Leon Fanning.
yes.
Yeah.
I remember that when you girls was
Yeah.
working over there.
We had a great time together.
Yes, so I've worked with these ladies in different capacities, all in media and or theater though. Film. Like all of us have that in
we
common.
were friends first, all
Right,
friends
before
first.
that.
I've known Emily since high school,
Right.
and then of course you
That's
and I
true.
met,
Yeah.
you know, I've known you over 25 years now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the mask.
Yeah.
And baking.
Yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, I met Fisha through her husband.
Yeah.
Because my dessert
Shout out to
company,
Mike.
Sweet Love. Yeah, shout out to Mike. My dessert company, I was, bringing cookies to his shop at the time.
I love it.
She makes and to this day, your cookies, your baking is like some of the best.
Yes,
baking.
it
Yes,
is.
he loves
Thank
your cookies
you,
and your
thank you.
pies. Yes, hands down.
We'll talk about that in a minute
Yes.
because I need you guys to actually support us on a cookie drive we're going to do, which is going to help us to further the things we're doing with the show. So we'll announce that in a minute.
Yes. Okay.
But let's get back to
sorry,
Miss
I know,
Sister Alcatraz with the film. Tell them the title of the film. Yeah.
Thank you. So the film is, and thank you for this. The film is called Chicago at the Crossroad.
Yes.
And it's on a lot of different platforms, Hulu, Tubi, Amazon Prime, Prime, WTTW. And you can also watch it on the actual website, www.chicagoatthecrossroad.com.
Yeah.
It is a film that speaks to solutions to violence from a housing perspective. We understand that where you live predicates your quality of life. So South Shore in Chicago just got their first grocery store after not having one for some years. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Going to the corner store, getting canned goods, and that's your dinner. So where you live, we decided to put this together to show that violence is a serious issue. However, it stems out of somewhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how that came, about. And shout out to Brian Strodoff, the writer and director of the film, who put me on the project as the executive producer.
Yes. And Brother Malik, you said was working with you.
Yeah, we hired Malik to be the narrator.
Yeah.
Him coming from Alcare Gardens, we wanted the voice to be a voice of someone who came from the city and who could speak to it. And we think that Malik did an awesome job. He also got another Emmy for that as well.
Wow. Look at
Congratulations.
that. So, hey, Facebook audience, Instagram audience, whoever is looking and listening, definitely, big props for that. We have to show one another love and give each other respect and admiration and feel good when we're accomplishing things.
Yes.
And I mean, I know I'm throwing that out there because I'm amongst some sisters who definitely automatically do that. And I know that we've all experienced people that just don't do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how do you change that with somebody? Maybe, whatever issues they have, whether it's,
Can I say something to that?
Yes.
It's funny you say it, and you say it that way. I was talking to a brother just the other night, and he said, I just became the president of such and such. And, it took about 42,000 people to apply, and they chose me.
Wow.
I was like, wow, I didn't see it. I'm like, did you post it? I didn't see it. He said, no, I'm not posting that. And I was like, why not? He said, because people hate. You can't show your good stuff.
Oh, wow.
I was in tears.
Yeah.
I was so hurt. I'm like, wow, you can't post that? That's post-worthy. It's like, now people not happy for me.
Yeah. Wow.
So
But
you just said something that sparked that.
And since you mentioned that, listen, to a large degree, he's right. Because unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that we post on social media, people are, you get all kind of hits and tags and likes and loves when you got a nice picture up.
Right.
Come on.
People are excited about it. It trips me out, honestly.
It's interesting.
I
It's
am
a little regular
not,
selfie.
I am not actually a big social media person. I stay on there because I have to.
Exactly.
But I'm really not because of that, because I don't like stuff like that. Like if I'm posting some information that's good or I'm sparking a conversation, I would expect you to be a little more engaged in that versus a picture that I have up. I mean, cool. Thank God. Thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't have to like the picture. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it. So I thank you for that. But I just wish we would just get on another page when it comes to, again, the internet is and the social media. Those are great connectors for us.
Right.
So if we have that, where we can connect with one another at the drop of a dime, like, a click, then why not share valuable information where we're really, accomplishing things? And, one person's success is not just their success, it's all of our success.
That's right.
It
It's
makes
a win
all
for
of us
everybody.
look good.
We're spreading the good news.
That's
Yes.
right. We all winning.
That's what I always say. When you win, I win. I win, you win.
Absolutely.
We are all in this together.
That's
The
right.
thing that makes it even more, I think, unfortunate is when you have so many followers, and when you why do I have this many friends, but yet I only get this many likes?
20 likes.
Yeah,
Right,
this does not make sense. So
Right.
a lot of people equate it to
They
the
just
algorithm.
scrolling and, you know.
Yeah, it's like, or what about when you see the views and the likes don't match the views? You're like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Obviously, you was
That's
checking
funny.
it out.
Right. Or your story. You see who watches your story, but no like.
No like, no
love.
Right.
I
But
think
that's cool.
I think that's just a people thing. I don't know. Our age group maybe because the young people support each other.
They sure do.
They're on a different level.
They
when it comes
are.
to
They
support.
sharing everything for each other.
They sure will.
Yeah.
It's just different for them. So I don't know. It's just there's something to that. When you mention that, that's a word in itself, though. Just how
We're going
we
to change
support
all
one
that.
another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Okay.
turn it up.
We doing that.
Turn it up.
Turning that up. Okay.
Right.
But,
But
you
that's
know,
a good point, though.
and it's about
good topic.
solutions, like
Yeah.
what we're
Yes.
talking about right now. What's the solution to that? First of all, being a part of the solution. Those
That's
that
right.
do have
That's
the energy,
right.
those that
Yeah.
do have the spirit, to do something different.
That's right.
And Africa, your show on WVON's. It's Solutions as well.
It's called Solutions
Yeah,
Only.
she's also a radio host. So tell them a little bit about Solutions, your radio
Wow,
show.
yeah, thank you. This show came about because a lot of times, like you were saying, you see posted about who's been shot.
Yeah.
Just all kind of negative. Not that it's not important, but it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So that came out of a conversation to talk about solutions and what we can do, how we can pull together our resources, because we all have something that we can offer. A lot of times I believe it's in the same room. We just got to talk to each other and find out what our needs are. So this is T.O. Hardiman. He does a show every Sunday from 6 in the morning to 7. So we really just give him a break. He allows us to come in once a month, every third Sunday of the month, and talk about solutions.
Nice.
And it's been amazing.
I love it. But look
People
at
are
that
up early.
collab, though. Look at that's what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Just from that, you knew him. He already knows what you're about, and he's like, "Hey, sis, this is my show, but come on in and do your thing."
And then,
You know what I mean?
Shout
Yeah.
out to T.O. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Violence Interrupters is his baby.
Yeah, and that's a non-for-profit, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the Uplift, you guys, is about uplifting our community. How do we do that? Okay, one of the ways we do that is we recognize people that are giving back, and that's mainly what Sister Africa and I will be doing. We'll be focusing on non-for-profits, nonprofit organizations, philanthropists, people that give back. We'll also be highlighting stars, celebrities, athletes that give back in hopes that, that will inspire other people to give back. A lot of times, we look, you want to know what the stars are wearing, what's your hair like, what's your makeup like. All that again is cute. I want to know what you're doing in the community.
Right,
like you've,
What that give back look like?
what's that give back look
That's
like?
the real
Yeah,
flex.
that's
That's real
really.
flex.
It's like you flexing with your Rolls Royce or your whatever. And hey, I am happy for you. Now I'm definitely not saying it from that standpoint. You've worked hard.
Absolutely. Look, that voice is nice.
Right. You worked hard, so absolutely enjoy your money. But in addition to that, God has blessed you.
That's right.
And how are you giving back to the community? That's the side of a celebrity or a star or an athlete that I want to know.
That's
The word says to whom much is given.
Much is required.
That's right.
Yeah. No, that's real talk.
I mean, we all got the same 24 hours.
Right.
But it's what we do with them and the capacity we have to give,
Yeah.
Say it again, Africa. For the people in the back.
The people in the back.
We all get the same 24 hours.
The same.
I look at
Same
Beyonce sometimes. I'm like, wow, she owns a lot of businesses. She gives back. Black colleges. I mean, we are the same 24 hours.
Right.
It's
I love
what
that.
we have and what we do with the capacity of what we have to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what goes deeper with that is, is it in your heart to do that? So, and if it's not, because, everybody's upbringing was different, you are who you are a lot of times based on just how you're made up.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't know any different. So hopefully this segment of the show will inspire people that not only have money, this is for everybody.
Absolutely.
It's about that, because what I find, what's interesting to me, I see a lot of everyday people that do wonderful things, giving back, and they really don't have. There is one sister that we're actually going to interview as we are exposing and recognizing nonprofits, and she is known as the Barbie Inglewood Barbie. Yes. And this sister literally, you know, every day cooks a huge meal, and at 10:30 at night, she's out there nonstop, you know, regardless, feeding the homeless. You know, and
she doesn't refer to the homeless.
Right, she calls them the friends.
Yes, they're not homeless.
I love it.
I have to say that because she'll quickly correct you when it comes
absolutely.
to that. They are the friends.
I love it.
They are the friends.
Yeah.
Yes, she's very quick to.
Which is a beautiful way to articulate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're not homeless. For her, she said, no, they do have homes. They have shelter.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the shelter of their choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, but like to your point though, yes, she's out there helping.
She's out there, and she doesn't have, again, she's not a millionaire. So, you know, she did it, you know, because it was in her heart to do it, and she does it every day. So you don't, and a lot of times too, you know, and the reason we are going to really do a lot with that segment is because there's people that do want to give and they don't know how. So a lot of times you're busy every day. I get it. Everybody can't own a not-for-profit. You know what I mean? Everybody can't run an organization like that, and they just want to know, okay, who's doing what so I can contribute. Right. You know, so we're gonna definitely recognize different nonprofits and people, and just share with you different ways to give back. And actually, Wearing Big Hats is in conjunction with that part of the segment, and that's a non-for-profit that I have that I just started, but I started that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I started that out of my pocket, and the whole focus in Wearing Big Hats is recognizing those that are wearing big hats in the community and giving back. So, you know, these two segments, that segment will go hand in hand with that. And so I know we are running a little short on time.
That went fast.
I know. Wow, this hour
So much to
really,
talk about.
Yes.
So much to share with.
Reese, what are we working with? A couple of minutes? 3 minutes. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. I want to say, first of all, thank you guys that have tuned in for your love, for just tuning in. We definitely want you to share, turn up life with others. We will be on What's in It for the Black People Media every Sunday from 4 to 5 p.m. And it's being streamed on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
All platforms.
All platforms. As well as an AM station, which I can't think of right now, but it's on the plugger. WBGX. Okay. So you can also pull it up on the radio. So it'll be a live stream show every Sunday. So we invite you guys to come in and share spend some time with us. And, you know, hopefully we can share some information that'll help you take things that you're doing in life to the next level. Did you ladies have anything else before we get out of here? Anything else you want to say?
We will run out of time.
Thank you to everybody. There's a lot of people out here tuning in. Thank you. Tiger Lily, you did that. You've been sharing it. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Sis.
Thank you, Tiger Lily.
So Tiger Lily.
And
Tiger
Alvin,
Lily,
I
love
see
that.
all of you all. Thank you all.
Wow. Yeah, and see, Tiger Lily just put on their Inglewood Barbie, Alita.
Yes.
Is that her name?
Alita
Alita Clark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Thank you, Tiger Lily.
Yeah.
I love Inglewood
So
Barbie.
sweet.
And thank you, T. Renee. Great show. I'm just reading through some of the comments again now. So
Yeah, maybe we can do that.
yeah, we're at the end of the show, and I'm just looking at comments.
With the last few minutes.
Yes. Let's see. What do you guys see? Okay, that's the
Tennille,
W.
Hey, Tennille.
So WBGX is 1570 AM.
Thank you.
Okay, so that you guys know that. Thank you for that, Tiger Lily. So we all got to work
Tiger
together.
Lily. Hey, Tiger Lily. I love that name.
But if I could just throw in a quick shout out to you, Aziza. I just want to say shout out to you, Aziza, for being the ultimate big hat wearer. Because
wow.
you are someone that everyone should know.
Absolutely.
You are the consummate everything when it comes to who you are as a woman. You are a mother also.
Grandma.
And she's a grandma.
New grandma.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm a glammy.
A glam.
Okay, Glam.
Let's make that very clear.
Let's be real clear on that.
Nowadays, no one wants to be called grandma, but yes. Okay,
I know,
but
right?
Yes.
My little dream girl, my grandbaby.
dream.
Yes. And you're also an entertainer, highly sought out entertainer, and you perform everywhere pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have your own baking business.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot.
Sweet love.
You wear a lot of hats.
She does.
Yes.
You know,
She
like I
does.
said, the ultimate
Yeah.
big hat.
Yes.
But I just want to say thank you to you for even creating this platform, just like Sister Africa mentioned earlier.
Thank you. I appreciate all you guys, and I'm definitely excited, super excited, more than you guys know, with us launching this and all that we're going to share with everybody. So, guys, I know time is up. Is it not, Reese? Okay.
Shout out to Reese.
Thank you, Reese.
Shout out to Reese.
And Mace.
And Mace Jackson. Thank you so much.
Yes. Mace said.
So you guys tune in to What's in It for the Black People Media next Sunday. We will be here with Turn Up Live 4 to 5 p.m. Turn up, turn up.
Turn up,
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy. All